Hey guys, Chris Rukov here. Stop stalking your ex-girlfriend's profile and pay attention to this video. I got a second angle. What's up? We'll talk about wholesaling, buy and hold, fix and flip, hard money lending, and the market cycles. So if you're into real estate or you're beginner or intermediate, I don't know if I can talk to advanced people yet, but if you're a beginner or somewhere in the middle, stick around and learn a little bit more. Maybe learn for a niche that you are not exploring yet. For example, if you're a hard money lender and you want to start flipping, or you're a flipper and you want to start buy and holding, pay attention and let's do it. But first, let me just say, smash the like button and why you should listen to me. I'm a 34-year-old hustler and grinder who got his green card in late 2016, so citizen now, so you can't really deport me. Nobody calls ICE, okay? So 2 years ago, I discovered I'm kind of lazy and I didn't want to continue to work for money, or in other words, trade my time for money. So since I didn't want to work for a living, I started researching on how not to work for a living and start researching more into passive income. And one of the ways is investing in real estate and becoming a landlord. Woohoo! Since 2018, I've acquired 3 rental properties and I run 3 side businesses. I also have a full-time job, a W-2. Heck, I even had 2 full-time jobs in 2019. My plan is to retire before the age of 35. I'm 34 now. So the deadline is end of 2021. And hopefully, if everything goes to plan, I achieve that goal. My goal with this channel is to educate people on finances, and that even an immigrant who came to the US to steal your job can definitely achieve financial freedom in a relatively short period of time. But mainly, I want to provide to you more value. For all that info, all I ask in return is to gently smash the like button, subscribe, and leave an angry comment every now and then because, well, welcome to internet. So today we're going to talk about wholesale, buy and hold, fix and flip, hard money lending, and we're going to see the market cycles. First, let's start with wholesaling. What is wholesaling? Let's say you find a property, you talk to the seller, and you put the property under contract for, let's say, $100,000. Then you start looking for a buyer and want to sell the property for more than $100,000. And of course, you're going to keep the difference as profit. Real estate wholesalers generally find wholesale deals and contracts in distressed properties. What are distressed properties? A distressed property is a property that is facing foreclosure, which means that the owners haven't paid their mortgage in 3 months or more, or already owned by the bank. That's also known as a REO, which means real estate owned. We're going to go into more details of short sales, REOs, foreclosures, probates, and others. I have another video planned for that, but for now, we're just going to stick to this. And this is basically the concept of wholesaling. You can drive for dollars, or you can look up properties online. For example, if you look at property that has been on the market for 6 months or 3 months, most likely the sellers are willing to sell, like we talked into the previous video. You go talk to them. If they listed for 100,000, you learn negotiation, negotiate the property down to 80K, find a buyer to buy it for 85, for 90, for 95, for whatever you can make basically. And there is a formula that we're going to discuss in depth in the upcoming video for wholesaling. It's going to be a whole video for wholesaling. So here in this video, we're going to just touch in each of those aspects of investing in real estate. And then I'm going to dedicate a specific video to explain all of it. Okay, let's talk buy and hold, which is what I do mainly. Buy and hold is like think of a marriage. You buy a bride, a property, then you fix it if needed. Hopefully there is no need of any fixes, but let's face it, every spouse house has issues in it. So, try to pick a property that has the least amount of fixes needed and the least amount of problems. Then you hold it for long term. That will give you very good tax benefits, but to find those out, you have to watch my video on buy and hold where we're gonna dive deeper into that topic. Fix and flip is the process of obtaining a property that needs repairs, fixing it and selling it for a profit. So that itself hides risks depending on the market, because sometimes the market declines and you're not gonna make as much profit as you thought. Sometimes the market appreciates and you're gonna make more profit than you thought. But contrary to your marriage, that does not happen overnight. The market appreciation or depreciation happens very, very slowly in the real estate market. It's not like stocks or Bitcoin. Hard money lending. This is when you lend money generally to a fix and flipper for a certain APR or annual percentage rate. that you negotiate because the banks won't lend money for real estate that is not livable. Here you come in handy and you lend your money to a flipper and your investment is secured by the real estate itself, which we call the first lien position. So basically you're going to be the first that's going to be paid out in case the flipper cannot return the money. The property is getting obtained by you and you're the first lien position. It can be a second lien position, third lien position, so on and so forth. We'll talk more about first lien position, second, third, and so forth into the dedicated video that I'm planning to release in the next week or so. You can also lend a renovation cost because most lenders that hold first lien position, they usually lend only on the obtaining of the property. So if the property's cost is $60,000 to buy, they usually lend 60. Some lenders lend 90%, 80% of that amount, some lend 100. Now you need 40K to fix it, for example, and you need your own money or you need somebody to lend you on a second lien position. But again, let's leave that for a separate dedicated video. This type of lending is seen from the law as passive income and is taxed as a regular income. And we will discuss how to offset this passive income, combining it with buy and hold properties, because passive income can be offset only by passive loss. When you buy and hold a property, that property depreciates, by law depreciates, not the real price, but on paper you can depreciate the property over 26 years and you can offset the passive income by the passive loss. So those are the four main ways you can make money in real estate. Let's talk about the market cycles now. Market cycles are the cycles that real estate market goes through, and we have four main cycles: recovery, expansion, oversupply, and recession. Recovery is after a recession, duh, and we generally see decreasing in vacancy, which means more properties are being occupied. There's not a lot of vacant properties. Basically, the vacancy decreases. Low construction rates, low rental rate growth. Basically, what that means is the rents are not going up, or they're going up pretty slowly. Moderate absorption. The absorption rate, this word is so hard to say, is used to evaluate the rate at which available homes are sold in a specific market during a given time period. I just want to graze a little bit on what absorption rate means, or however you pronounce that word, so you don't wonder when we say high or low absorption rate. Basically, how fast the properties hit the market and get bought from the market. The second part of the cycle is expansion. In expansion, we see decreasing in vacancy, moderate to high construction rate. As you can tell, the construction rate is getting more and more expensive. Moderate to high rental growth. Now the rents are going up. Or in this case, we call that a seller's market. Prices go up and it is a good time to sell for a very good price, which is what we are right now. And the absorption is moderate. Oversupply is the third portion of the cycle. I mean, not the third, because, depending where you start counting. It comes with increasing vacancy because there are more houses on the market than renters. Moderate to high construction rate, moderate to low rental growth. Now you see the rental starts to get to moderate and low levels, low absorption. And we're entering the buyer's market. Prices are going down slowly but surely. And the last one is recession. We have increase in vacancy, moderate to low construction rates, low to negative rental growth. Sometimes rents go down, and low absorption, which we saw in the unforgettable 2008. So why do we need to know all this if you want to invest in real estate? So in each cycle, you have to be ready to deploy a different real estate investing strategy. With this video, I just wanted to lay down the groundwork, and we're going to discuss each of those things that I discussed in this video in depth in my future video series about real estate. It gets very interesting, at least for those of you who want to become real estate owners or investors. With that said, again, hit the like button, consider subscribing, leave me a comment, and keep hustling, guys. I hope you enjoyed this content and provided you more value. Peace.